What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. College baseball. Texas Longhorns versus Texas A&M Aggies. This is game two of the series. A&M won game one of the series, so if they win tomorrow, they clinch the series. And if Texas wins tomorrow, series is tied. And and of course, and yeah, so Texas is 2 nation, 27-6 record. A&M is 18 nation, 26-7 record. This is at A&M. So yeah, this could be a good game. I think with it being at A&M, I think Texas A&M will beat Texas tomorrow. Florida State Seminoles versus Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. This is game three of the series. Georgia Tech has won both games one and two, so they've clinched the series. So all Florida State could do tomorrow is salvaging it, a win. Florida State's 5 nation, 24-10 record. Georgia Tech is 3 nation, 29-5 record. This game is at Georgia Tech. It being game three, so generally your worst pitcher's gonna pitch. And with Tech having already clinched the series, I think Florida State will be able to salvage a win. So I think Florida State will beat Georgia Tech tomorrow. Nebraska Cornhuskers versus Oregon Ducks. This is game two of the series. Oregon won game one, so if they win tomorrow, Oregon clinches the series. But if Nebraska wins, the series is tied. So Nebraska is 19 nation, 26-8 record. Oregon's 21 nation, 25-9 record. This game is at Oregon. That being at Oregon, I think Oregon will beat Nebraska tomorrow. Arkansas Razorbacks versus Alabama Crimson Tide. This is game two of the series. So Arkansas won game one, so if they win tomorrow, they clinch series. But if Alabama wins, series is tied. So Arkansas is 22 nation, 22-13 record. Bama is 8 nation, 26-9 record. This game is at Bama. I think with it being at Tuscaloosa, I think Alabama will beat Arkansas tomorrow to tie the series. LSU Tigers versus Ole Miss Rebels. This is game two of the series. So Ole Miss won game one, so if they win tomorrow, they clinch the series. But if LSU wins, they tie it. LSU is 24 nation, 22-13 record. Ole Miss is 25 nation, 24-11 record. This could be a good game. I think with it being so, this game is at Ole Miss. So with it being at Ole Miss, I think it could be very good. But I think Ole Miss will beat LSU tomorrow. MLB. Los Angeles Angels versus Cincinnati Reds. The Angels have a 45.4% chance to win, and the Reds have a 54.6% chance to win. This game is at Cincinnati. Um, for pitchers, for the Angels, George Klassen has a career ERA of 6.75, WHIP of three. For the Reds, Brandon Williamson has a career ERA of 4.42, WHIP of 1.24. Now, Williamson has pitched a lot more innings than Klassen, with Williamson having pitched in 142 and 2/3, while Klassen has only pitched in 2 and 2/3 innings. So obviously, Williamson's a lot more experience, and I think that's going to help. And with lower ERA and all that, I say it's a pitching advantage for the Reds. So with home field advantage and pitching advantage, I think the Reds will beat the Angels tomorrow. Cleveland Guardians versus Atlanta Braves. The Guardians have a 49.2% chance to win. The Braves have a 50.8% chance to win. This game is at Atlanta. For pitchers, for the Guardians, Parker Messick has a career ERA of 2.31, WHIP of 1.22. And for the Braves, Martin Perez has a career ERA of 4.41, WHIP of 1.43. So that's good pitching for Messick, not really good pitching for Perez. So I think it's a definite pitching advantage for the Guardians. So despite the home field advantage that the Braves have, I think with the pitching advantage, I think the Guardians will beat the Braves tomorrow. Texas Rangers versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Rangers have a 31% chance to win. The Dodgers have a 69% chance to win. This game is at LA. For pitchers, for the Rangers, Jack Leiter has a career ERA of 4.67, WHIP of 1.34. And for the Dodgers, Emmett Sheehan has a career ERA of 4.04, WHIP of 1.12. So that's not really good pitching for either team. Not really going to have a difference here. So I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Dodgers will beat the Rangers tomorrow. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.